Hello and welcome. This is your boy Farmer Noob, and today we are on Silverrun Forest. So I have just graduated from farming school, and I was able to get a loan from the bank for 500,000 euros so that I can start my farming empire. As you can see, I have a $500,000 euro loan, which means I have 500,000 in the bank. But I've got no equipment, nothing else at the moment. So I was looking at some land, and I absolutely love the view that we have from where we are right now. So I am going to be buying this plot of land. What I do like about this plot as well is it's got a nice little area here for us to have our equipment and everything else that we need. Now we need some equipment. I'm gonna go for bare minimum, no extra cost. Yeah, all the other colors are extra cost, so I'm just gonna buy it as is like that, so that we have a truck. Then I need a trailer so that we can drive the wood. Okay, we're gonna buy this one. Should be big enough for the task at hand. And then forestry equipment. Dum, dum, dum. See, this cuts down to size. I think this just cuts down a tree. So that's 58 centimeters. Alright. But we're going to be going for this one. There we go. And that leaves us with 13,000 in the bank. So I'm just gonna take this up to the yard, and then we can get started. So the main thing that we're going to be doing for this entire series is we are going to be doing the roller coaster, to build up the roller coaster and all of that. This is predominantly a forestry map, but we are going to clear out some land so that we can do the arable farming as well. So we're just gonna start at the top and we're just gonna start clearing out the trees. And then as we clear out the trees, we will be buying more land, buying some productions, and then we will be able to start taking the pallets and everything to the roller coaster with, you know, long planks and everything else that the roller coaster needs. Alright, we are now back at the farmyard, and now we can start cutting down some trees. Hopefully I won't fail at this too hard. Just make sure it's on 5 meters, yes. And then we can cut. Yeah, I know there's some very, very small trees, and then there's some much bigger trees, but we will be taking out everything. Every single tree that can be taken out will be taken out. Why is it not? Here we go. Damn, she's getting stuck. Alright, so I am going to try and do this, and I'm going to try and make this as painless as possible, for the people to watch, but we will have to just see how it goes. And yeah, I'm going to just carry on cutting down trees until we've cleared out this top area, and then I will load everything up, and then we can check and see how much it is, if it's a full load, and then we can go from there. And I'm missing this tree completely. I'm trying to also get it down as low as I can. To not waste anything. Good job. I will continue to cut down trees and I will check you shortly.
I watch the morning break across the hill. Coffee steam still rising from my cup. Something stirs inside this quiet dawn. Time to wake the barnyard up. Oh, sunrise chores are calling me, out to where the morning's free. Every rooster, every tree, sunrise chores are calling me. My boots find rhythm on the wooden boards. Chickens scatter feathers in the air. I scatter grain like wishes on the ground. Feel the earth's old prayer. Oh, sunrise chores are calling me, out to where the morning's free. Every rooster, every tree, sunrise chores are calling me. The old cow blinks her sleepy brown eyes. Milk pail singing its familiar song. I lean against her warmth and realize this is where I belong. When the world gets heavy on my chest and my heart needs somewhere to rest, I remember how the morning feels when simple work makes everything real. Oh, sunrise chores are calling me, out to where the morning's free. Every rooster, every tree, sunrise chores are calling me. Sunrise chores are calling me, calling me home.
All right. We're gonna just load up with what we got, and then we're gonna get back to the bottom there and check and see what we can cut down, what is actually part of our land. Problem with this, never know how close or far it's supposed to actually be to get the autoload to work. Right, we're gonna just move the truck to the bottom for now, and then we will continue to cut more wood. Yeah, as of recording, I'm not sure what music or whatever I'm going to use just yet for the times that are speed up the time lapse. But yeah, your opinion would be highly appreciated as to whether or not you guys actually do like the music that I play, or like if I actually need to change the style of music. And then yeah, you can also let me know if you are actually happy with the way the time lapses are done, or if there's anything you'd like to see me change. And yeah, in terms of this map and stuff, I mean, if you got any ideas, anything that you feel that I should maybe do, what the next step should maybe be, then yeah, all comments, all ideas and suggestions will be taken into consideration. And yeah, as much as it's about me having a good time and enjoying what I'm doing, I want you guys to come along and also enjoy the ride and enjoy the content. And then yeah, there will be a time when I will be doing multiplayer stuff as well. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested in doing a multiplayer, doing a collab of some sort, then by all means, I'll leave a link to my Discord, my personal Discord. I don't have a Discord channel at the moment, but that may come at a later stage. Let's still just work and see how things go. I never have been the best at the whole forestry work thing, but also I've never played this map before either. So yeah, it would be nice to finally play on the map and be able to do the roller coaster. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask any questions and stuff, and then I will either respond to your comments, or I will get a list together or something and answer the questions while actually playing. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna just carry on doing some more chopping down of wood, and I will see you guys in a bit when we are ready to finally take the load down to the sawmill.
Down, down, down on the farm. Noop trips on his own arm. Up, up, up with the squawk. His boots go squish, squish, squawk. Rooster break dances at dawn. Noop slips on the wet lawn. Milk bucket does backflips, while cow gives sassy quips. Pigpen turns dance floor wild. Mud splats in pattern styled. Hay bales play dominoes, squashing poor Noob's toes. Farmer Noob launched his sandwich to the moon. Farmer Noob, what a hoot, wearing pants full of fruit. Banana. Splat, splat, watch it fall. Face first in the barnyard ball. Boing, boing, up he springs like a duck without its wings. Tractor spins like a top. Noob's hat goes flip, flop, flop. Scarecrow gives him a fright. Now he's hugging goats tied. Sheep form conga line dance. Noob's overalls by chance catch on Farmer's gate. Now he's spinning figure. Farmer Noob launched a sandwich to the moon. Farmer Noob, what a hoot, wearing pants full of fruit. Banana. Zing, bang, whoosh, kapow. Peter Piper picked a cow. Beep, boop, zip, cap, plink. Noob's brain starts to think. Bad idea. Bonk, bam, squeak, kazonk. Silly Sally's super squawk. Whiz, pop, cluck, kazing. Now the chickens start to sing. Splat, splat, watch him fall. Face first in the barnyard ball. Boing, boing, up he springs like a duck without its wings. Farmer Noob launched his sandwich to the moon. Farmer Noob, what a hoot, wearing pants full of fruit. Banana.
Alright, I think we have more than enough at the moment to be able to do our first load. Let me change that. And I think we're full. Right, we're gonna head on down to the sawmill and just check and see how much we actually make from this load. Yeah, at the end of this episode, obviously once I've done all the editing and see how long each episode is, you can let me know. Is the episodes too short? Are they too long? The time scale that I have it set to at the moment is 5. Is 5 okay? Or do you want it to be just a little bit slower? Obviously the slower the time is, the more work we can get done per day. Oops. Push the wrong button. And we have 30,000. which is not bad. Not bad for our first haul. I mean, each single haul is almost enough to buy a whole brand new field. So we will have to just check and see what we're going to be doing. I would have liked to have done it on hard mode, but I just feel that would have just taken a bit too long, and I really do want to get the roller coaster finished. I just feel that actually doing it on easy would just be a bit too quick to build ourselves up. So yeah, we will check and see. I mean, at the end of the day, we'll have to just see how much money we've got, if we can buy another production. Then we can deliver wood to that production, and then we go from there. Make more money, make other money. Typical of me, I don't know why I came up here.
Down, down, down on the farm. Noob trips on his own arm. Up, up, with a squawk. Kids go squash, squish, squish, squawk.
Rooster breakdances at dawn. Noob slips on the wet lawn. Milk bucket does backflips, while cow gives sassy quips. Big Ben turns dance for wild, mud splats in pattern style. Hay bales play dominoes, squashing poor Noob's toes.
Farmer noob, launch his sandwich to the moon. Farmer noob, what a hoot, wearing pants full of fruit. Dash, splat, splat, watch him fall, face first in the barnyard ball. Boing, boing, up he springs like a duck without its wings.
Tractor spins like a top, Noob's hat goes flip flop flop. Scarecrow gives him a fright, now he's hugging goats tight. Sheep foam conga line dance, Noob's overalls by chance. Catch on Farmer's Gate, now he's spinning figure eight.
Farmer noob, launch his sandwich to the moon. Farmer noob, what a hoot, wearing pants full of fruit. Zoom, zoom, zoom through mud. Noob's wearing flower bud. Pow, 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 what's that smell? Skunk joint show and tell. Splat, watch him fall. Face first in the barnyard ball. Boing, boing, up he springs like a duck without its wings. Farmer noob, launch his sandwich to the moon. Farmer noob, what a hoot, wearing pants full of fruit.
Hey there, friend, let me tell you about a fella down the road who figured it out. The hard way, you might say. Well, there's this guy, no, goes by Noob, lives on a patch of dirt red barbecue. Got himself some cattle, got himself some sheep. Thought farming was simple, boy, was he in deep. Oh, farmer Noob, what you gonna do when your cows are in the cornfield and your sheep are loose too? Farmer Noob, running around like crazy. Your animals gone wild and you're getting real hazy. Ooh la la la. Tuesday morning, crash. There goes the fence. Wednesday, moo. Cows in the garden makes no sense. Thursday, ba-ba. Sheep on the roof somehow. Friday, he's asking who, what, where, how. His bull named Roger started dating the neighbor, so oh, farmer knew what you gonna do when your cows are in the cornfield and your sheep are loose too. Farmer Clyde. Farmer knew what you gonna do when your cows are in the cornfield and your sheep are loose too. Farmer knew, running around like crazy, your animals gone wild and you're getting real hazy. So next time you see old Noob around town, just tip your hat and try not to frown. 'Cause we've all been there learning as we go. That's the story of Farmer Noob. Now you know. Now you know. That's how it goes.
Alright, I think that's all the trees on my plot that I could do for now. Some of these trees are not compatible, and if I cut down one that is compatible, something like this, it won't necessarily take off all the excess branches, which means I won't be able to load it. Alright, so let us take down everything that we need to take down to the sawmill. Switch to the right. Now we're just going to load up all of this, these logs. Go to the sawmill, sell all of it off, and then decide from there what to do next. Right, I think that's it for this load. So once we see how much we get, considering the fact that that's pretty much now all the trees on our land that we can cut down for now without having to use the chainsaw, what I'm going to do is have a look and buy the next plot of land first, and then we can start cutting down trees from there. And then I'll also need to just check and see either about, I need to maybe get a forklift or something, so that if we create pallets of products, that we'll then be able to either load those pallets onto a trailer, or we will then be able to use the forklift and just take it straight to the sell point. Oops. $40,000. It's not a bad price. Not a bad haul at all. The amount of logs we've got left, I don't think it's going to be a full trailer load, but hopefully it will be enough to actually be able to buy a plot of land with that alone. And then we can consider looking at the production. But then again, we also need to look at the pricing on forklifts. No point buying the production and then we can't load the product or take the product to the sell point. Then what's the point?
Hey there, friend, let me tell you about a fella down the road who figured it out. The hard way, you might say. Well, there's this guy, no, goes by Noob, lives on a patch of dirt, red barbecue. Got himself some cattle, got himself some sheep. Thought farming was simple, boy, was he in deep. Oh, farmer knew what you gotta do when your cows are in the cornfield and your sheep are loose too. Farmer knew, running around like crazy, your animals gone.
There we go, that's all of them now. Now we can do one more trip down the last load on this plot of land for now. I will possibly have to look at getting a stump grinder so that I can take out all those stumps. Once all the stumps are taken out, we can possibly mow it. Maybe make some money from the grass. Make some bales. But that will be for a little bit later on. But so far, I mean, we've made some decent money off of this field so far. I reckon we've made about 100,000, just over 100,000. But if we buy the production, we'll have to just check and see how much wood the production actually takes. We will have to possibly alternate between the production and the sawmill so that we can actually make money in the process while waiting for our other stuff to do its thing. So let's just go and take this back up to the yard, and once it's there at the yard, we'll then have a look at what plot of land we're going to buy next, and then we can check and see. Yo, that was close. That was very close. Yeah, once we got the plot of land, we'll need to then check and see on their production and see how much the production is going to be. And then we also need to then check up on a forklift. If I have to do a couple of trips with the forklift just to sell products, then I might have to do that for a bit until I get another trailer. But a forklift, something will definitely be a priority. Alright, so I'm just take this up to the yard for now. Don't know why it's been so slow, lacking of power. Alright, so let's have a look here. Alright, let's see. So field 32, well, plot 32, we've done all the trees along here. Field 31 is 27,000. 33 is 32,000, and we can go all the way along that there. But I'm also thinking field 35. With field 35, we go all the way from here, and we've got all the trees and stuff all the way along here, and everything and anything that comes right up here, or right down to here. So that's 33,000. So I'm going to buy that. And then the production that I was looking at possibly getting, okay, that's 110,000. But this here is 80,000. And we got enough. So I'm going to purchase that. Anyway, manage. So there's bowls that it can make, pepper grinders, and staircase railings. So that's going to be 30,000 liters of wood that we can bring here, and then the production will be full. Then I need to see what I can find here. Forklifts. So the cheapest one is 45,000. Or there's this as well. Oh, so we're looking at between 45 and 55,000 for that there. But what we're going to do first is cut down more wood. We will fill up the production so that it can get started with what it needs to get started with, and then we can start selling more wood, see how much money we get, and then we can go from there. I will catch you guys in a bit.
Down on the farm, Noob's got that silly charm. Up with the sun, farm life's never done. Rooster crows, Noob jumps high, chicken feed begins to fly. Milk bucket tips and spills, rolling down the grassy hills. Pig pen gate swings wide, muddy footprints left and right. Hay bales stack up crooked, Noob's farming skills get hooked. Farmer Noob, making mischief with his food. Farmer Noob, what a sight, making farming feel just right. Oh yeah, oops, there he goes, stepping on the garden rows. Whoops, seeds are flying, but Noob keeps on trying. Tractor starts with a jerk, Noob still learning how it works. Corn maze gets him lost, but fun's worth every cost. Sheep are running everywhere, Noob's chasing with his hair. All messy from the breeze, stumbling through the apple tree. Farmer Noob, making mischief with his food. Farmer Noob, one side, making farming feel just right. Oh yeah. When things go wrong, Noob just hums his happy song. How does he do it? Turns with pulches combed in pie, some taught and shattered in. See your sick, that's right, kingdom. With the stars and whoa. Oops, there he goes, stepping Time to wake the barnyard up. Oh, sunrise chores are calling me. Out to where the morning's free. Every rooster, every tree. Sunrise chores are calling me. My boots find rhythm on the wooden boards. Chickens scatter feathers in the air. I scatter grain like wishes on the ground. Feel the earth's old prayer. Oh, sunrise chores are calling me. Out to where the morning's free. Every rooster, every tree. Sunrise chores are calling me. The old cow blinks her sleepy brown eyes. Milk pail singing its familiar song. I lean against her warmth and realize this is where I belong. When the world gets heavy on my chest and my heart needs somewhere to rest, I remember how the morning feels when simple work makes everything real. Oh, sunrise chores are calling me. Out to where the morning's free.
Alright, we've just unloaded some wood and we got 29,991 liters. So we are gonna activate all of it. Bowls, pepper grinder, staircase. Could be under, and so we have at its lowest price it's almost 3,000. Around market. The best price at the moment is Sunnyside Cafe. Warehouse. Alright. Sunnyside Cafe. We will check now and see where that is. Then we have pepper grinder. Also, I mean the highest price is about 2,000. And also Sunnyside Cafe is the best. And then staircase railing. Alright, staircase railings, the roller coaster requires that. So that is where we'll be taking the staircase railings. And then, wait, let's see. Is this the farmer's market? Sunnyside Cafe. So where we need to take it to is actually just around the corner. And the roller coaster is over here. So it's not that far in between if we have to just use the a forklift to take everything to where we need it. So that's not going to be too bad. At least then we know that the forklift is viable and we can utilize it. Alright, so now I'm going to take these logs to the sawmill so that we can get some money for it. And then all we'll do is just keep an eye on that production so that we can just monitor and make sure that it's always got enough wood. At least with where our land is at the moment and where our production and everything is, it's not far to travel. 3,000. Alright. We are making progress. We've only got 5,000 euros at the moment, but we have bought a second plot of land and we have bought a production, which is hopefully going to make us a decent amount of money. There was just one other thing I wanted to have a quick look at. I believe this here is the roller coaster. The roller coaster looks either very run down or just very incomplete. If it's incomplete, which I can understand, then possibly there were contractors that came in, started doing the work, and then ran off with the money. So yeah, we are going to be the new contractors to do the load of work. Alright, so floor tiles, staircase railing, metal, long planks and wooden beams. So staircase railing we are busy making at the moment. We will need to have a look at the floor tiles, planks, and then the wooden beams. But that will all come at a later stage. I will have to just check up and see where we can do what. Because what I do know, there is a sawmill, if I can find it. This sawmill here, which will then allow us to do wooden beams, prefab wall, long planks and planks. But then it's gonna cost us to buy it is 390,000 euros. So that will definitely be something that we will have to be looking at. So whether we deliver stuff to the roller coaster or whether we just take it to one of the productions like the Sunnyside Cafe, then we will be making money. It'll be extra money that we do make. This is a mine shaft. So now I will have to check up on this because I believe this will then be the metal that we can utilize, so we can drive those two vehicles there. But that will all be for the next episode on Silverrun Forest. So thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.